Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Diana.
This is Ashley.
This is Melissa.
And this is Holly. And we're Dream, and you're checking out our boy, David Duane.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to On Air with David Duane, your one and only rock star on the mic. Yes, 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 right now. I am so freaking fracking. I want to cuss, but I don't cuss no more in these streets. But I'm so freaking excited to have these talented ladies, Melissa, Holly, Diana, and Ashley of Dream. Now, if you guys don't know who Dream is, where were you your whole life? He Loves Me Not, This Is Me, Crazy. They were signed to Bad Boy, the first top group of that would be signed to Bad Boy. Work with Clive Davis. I mean, the list of their accomplishments goes on and on, but they're here with us. What's going on, ladies?
Hey!
How are y'all?
We're so good. We're super amped and excited for this tour coming up.
I'm super amped for this tour, and I'm glad that you guys are back. But let me just say thanks so much for coming on the show. Like I told you all before we got started, I grew up listening to your music. So, when you guys dismantled, I was like, oh, my gosh. I was, tearing inside and everything. But I'm glad you ladies are back.
Well, we're glad to be back, and this is our first radio interview in 15 years, so yay!
Woo! So that makes me feel more excited now. So what made you ladies want to come back as a group? What inspired it all? I know you guys had, met up, did some acoustic videos, and then the fans, gave you guys a great response, and then it was just from there.
This is Ashley talking. The crazy part about how we got back together is none of us really know how it happened. We went up to Holly's house in San Francisco. We were just trying to hang out. Hadn't seen each other in a few years. And, of course, when we're together, we can't help but sing when we're together. And the recording that kind of went all around and Fred Hilton was, posting and stuff was just, we hadn't rehearsed or anything. It was just on the spot. After 15 years, we just, went right back into it. And it just felt so good to sing together again. And we just felt the love. And so we decided on some level, we didn't know what level that would be, that we wanted to do something again. We weren't sure if we just wanted to go to a little club and sing or, what was going to happen. And then, Dee, why don't you tell them how we came about the tour?
Yeah, so tour happened kind of crazily. I was at my job at the time, and there was Jeff Simmons from 98 Degrees and Eric Estrada from O-Town were both having a meeting there, and I just happened to be walking by in one of the restaurants, and they were it was just organic of hey, how are you? It's been however long since we've seen each other. I mean, I think the last time I was 15 years old. So they were talking about, tours and whatnot, and then had asked us, would you girls be willing to do a tour soon? And the girls and I hadn't even thought about that because we were doing this more on a relaxed level. We had the compassion and the excitement to do this together, but we didn't envision a tour just yet. But as soon as the tour came about, all of us just got on board and we're we need to do this not just for ourselves, but for the fans that still genuinely love us and appreciate the music that we did. And now we've grown into this other level of women empowerment, and not just women empowerment, just people empowerment, that to just never give up on your dreams, no matter how long, how much time it takes. I mean, this is a dream come true for all of us, and it's more so the fact that we're with our best friends, being able to do this all over again and seeing the fruits of that labor and seeing how that grows. And we're just all so excited that this is organically just kind of happened.
Right, and I think that's amazing that it was, it was very organic, and that, the guys asked y'all wanted to be on a tour. I think it was best, because nowadays with pop music, I mean, we have this whole different side of pop music. We're losing touch with it. We don't even see groups anymore nowadays. And so it's almost at a point where that's obsolete. So it's just great that, y'all are back, because when, like I said, when He Loves Me Not, how old was I? Oh goodness, now I'm telling my age. Now I need to not be telling our age on here now. But I'm 23 now. Let's put it that way. 23 now. So that was when I was, elementary school. I just remembered, the feeling that, that music gave me. So kind of thinking back to that time, in recording the music and have worked with Clive Davis and Diddy at that time, what was that, whole experience like?
It was a whirlwind. This is Melissa, sorry. We're all kind of calling in from our own cell phones, so we apologize if we talk on top of each other. Yeah, it was a whirlwind. I mean, we were kids ourselves, and we were signed at 12 and 13 years old to Puppy's label. I think a lot of people assumed that we were older, and we weren't. We were the same age as all of our fans were, essentially, or around the same age. And yeah, it was incredible. I mean, if it weren't for Puffy, I don't think that we would have had the platform that we had to kind of be separated from other girl groups at the time that were kind of coming up. Clive Davis is actually the person who chose He Loves You Not. Same writers who did Genie in a Bottle, Steve Hittner and David Frank. And it was an amazing experience for us. It really was a dream, and we're excited about this next phase of who Dream is and what Dream is and what we're about. So.
Yeah, and I want to touch base on what you said about that there's no more groups anymore. I mean, you're so right. We're living in a new age where everybody's, it's selfies and everybody's just very self-involved. And I think that's what the girls and I have a strong desire to do, is to bring in that community feeling again where, the girls and I we lift each other up. We see each other shine and we encourage that. We're not afraid of that. There's not jealousy issues. We want to bring that back to the table of, where it's not just so self-involved, where, you can lift up your friends and stuff. So it's a good point that you brought up, because that's sort of something that we're trying to definitely promote.
Yeah, most definitely. And I feel like it's so important to promote that, and like you ladies were even saying, women's empowerment and really being able to embody that, because I feel like nowadays it's so that even that is not even really existing. Is everybody, for themselves? There's no unity. Even with guys, there's no unity. Everybody's for themselves, and I'm like, wait a minute, we weren't like this years ago. There was some type of all for all here.
Well, we got a whole family. We bring kids on tour and everything, so we got plenty of unity and family and community.
Absolutely. So now, have you ladies already started recording the new music, or are you guys getting ready to start that?
We're basically diving in the throes of rehearsing and recording and, trying to pull this all together, just starting this month. So, because I'm from the Bay Area, this is Holly. So basically I've relocated my whole family down here to the LA area, and we're jumping right in, and, we're going to have some new music to share with the fans, and we're going to have obviously all the oldies and goodies, and, just really work on, getting ourselves back into the mindset of all that fun stuff that we used to do, and then bringing ourselves as grown women to that as well.
Absolutely. And I think that that's incredible, because you ladies have performed summer tours before, the one with Britney Spears. I went to that one, the TRL tour. I was totally there. Totally in the building for that. The NSYNC one, totally was there too. And what I loved about, the previous performances you ladies did, just mentioned again, unity. It was like a strong stage presence and essence to it. Taking back, the things that you guys have done in the past, how are you going to apply it to now to really, make the message stronger and, even keep the elements of the same?
I think a lot of it comes down to a certain energy that we give off, that has to be a natural thing. It's not going to work if it's not organic and or genuine, and the energy that we want to give off to the crowd and to people around us is hey, we're back, but the energy we want to send and the message we want to send is, just like I said earlier, is dreams still do come true. And, like Ashley touched base on the sense of community that we don't see anymore. We want to bring that, and most importantly, we want to bring the nostalgia. We want to take our crowd back to when they were, 13, 14 years old, and now they're at our concert or at, the tour and with their children, and they get to show their children, this is what we were into back in the day. So we really want to kind of help people escape in a way and get excited and just bring the fun and the power and the humility to this tour, just to make sure that people get out of their mindsets. It's a show for everyone, not just about us.
Right, and that's important. So when it comes to the choreography that y'all be bringing to the show, are you going to take some of the memorable moves? Are you going to, how are you guys planning to bring the staging and show together?
Yeah, it's going to be new, and we're going to bring in some old moves as well. It's not going to be, It's gonna be new but different. It's definitely come out and check out the show. It's gonna be amazing what we have prepared. Really, really cool.
We've got a lot prepared. We even have, because we're going to be doing stuff on stage that's amazing and fun and powerful. And then we have, also for those fans who are getting the VIP package, we have new music that we're going to be showing them. We might even do a couple of, pull out the guitar, pull out a little whatever, ukulele, and sing them some other songs that we have. So we have a lot in store. Like, the whole package for us is, we're very excited. We want to give the fans an experience that they won't forget.
Absolutely, and that's most important. And I'm looking forward to the Atlantic City show and then the mixtape festival show. I think those are the two shows I'm going to. I haven't picked, but I'm just like, I have got to be in the building to see you ladies perform because, like I said, and I would keep on saying, I'm so excited that y'all are back.
Yay!
Amazing.
We're so glad to hear you say that because it's what moves us and makes us work harder. But, the girls and I never really had big sets and stuff when you saw us on the TRL tour and then in the NSYNC tour, and we always, I feel, killed it on every show. We just used whatever we had and we just performed our hearts out. We left it all on stage, and we're just so excited to really do that again. But now we're stronger, wiser women, and so this show, I feel, is going to be so insane, and we cannot wait to perform for you guys. We're gonna literally murder that stage. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah. And speaking of heart, can I tell y'all which song from y'all is like my absolute favorite? Like, I feel it resonate in my heart every time I still listen to it.
Yeah.
Pain.
Yes.
I love Pain.
Yeah, that one's definitely a good one.
What was that feeling like when you recorded that? Because me hearing it as a fan, like then and now, I'm just like, speaks so true to life, and I feel like it's so relatable. I just got goosebumps just thinking about it. I'm about to listen to it like 1,000 times when we get off the line.
You know what? I think what's so cool that you're talking about that because a lot of our fans love Pain. You know what it is? You're connecting with us. That was the first song we wrote as a group together. We didn't write the whole thing, but that was the first time they allowed us to write or whatever. So you're definitely just connecting with us. That's something that we did, I think that's what it is.
Absolutely. Because that one was like, and I had friends that was like, David, Pain, yes. I'm like, I told y'all, like, why didn't y'all listen to it the first time? Like, these girls are amazing. And I think that whole album as a whole and then the numbers that it did was amazing in itself.
Yeah. Definitely.
Thank you.
No problem. So just thinking about like all the success from Billboard to like the numbers of records that you ladies have sold, how's that overall feeling to know like, okay, we've done this and we can do it again this time around and make it even huger?
Yeah, I think it's empowering. I think that we have a lot of unfinished business. I think that, what Dream was not really completed, and now, everything's kind of happening and falling into place the way that it's supposed to. So I think for us, we're just excited to see what comes next. Before, when we were Dream, everything happened organically, and it wasn't anything that was forced. It was kind of meant to happen, which is why I think it was as successful as it was. And what's kind of happening now is very similar. So the girls and I are just kind of have open arms to whatever, is out there for us collectively as a group moving forward, even possibly past this tour. So, and it really all, it's all based on the response from the fans. We're a group that is driven by the fans and nothing else. So we're not with the label at the moment. And yeah, we're really excited to see what's to come.
Absolutely. And I wanted to talk about what you just mentioned, not being with a label and being independent doing this. How has that process been for y'all?
Oh, my gosh. It's actually been really cool. It's been, like, super empowering, and I think, whatever is to come, whether we eventually end up with a label again or not, I think we needed this experience right now to see, like, how much we're capable of on our own and to really pave our own way and figure out what Dream wants and what we, for girls as friends and as fellow artists, what we desire for Dream. And then if down the road it turns out that, there's other people who are skilled in ways that can help us reach those goals, then we'll bring those people on board. But I think it's been really cool. We came back to something that's so familiar to us from our childhood in so many ways, and yet we're not children anymore doing it. And so, seeing each one of my girls step into that role as a grown up, and for me stepping into these roles in a different way has been really huge. And I feel like what we're doing is great, and I'm excited about it, label or not.
So just going off of what Holly just said, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. All four of us are definitely boss ladies, and we're proving it, by doing it on our own and trusting each other and trusting, Melissa's been doing a lot of our front work and just making, as far as our business deals and whatnot, and just kind of trusting each other to make the right decisions for all of us. We're all pulling our weight in different ways, and so it's become more than our friendship. It's become a business, and we're all boss ladies, and that's what makes us even more empowering.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, sorry, just to speak to that, because I think this is an issue that we're all really, really passionate about. For us, it's really awesome for us to explore our power throughout this process. When you're first off young and you're a girl or a woman in the industry, you're constantly being told what to do and how to think, and that if you feel something, someone else will gauge whether that's right or wrong. I wrote this song, I like this song. Well, that song's not good enough, or that song's great. It was always a validation from someone else as opposed to us validating ourselves. Where now, that's what the power is that we stand strong, firm, and believe in what we're doing. We don't have anyone else telling us what to do. We're not trying to please people. We have a goal, we have a vision, and we're going to share that with our fans. And I think it's going to be received well because we're very passionate about it, and we believe in this. We're not trying to sell you something to make money. We're just trying to give you pieces of us that we believe in.
Yeah, and I think that's something that certainly has not changed. Like the message, dream. Back when we were kids, one of the things that we were very passionate about was, staying true to who we are. We never wanted, the label wanted to, especially later on down the line, it was just something that wasn't necessarily grounded 100%. And, for us, we always wanted to be relatable. We always wanted, the fans who listen to the music and support it to really relate to it and relate to us and feel like, that we're touchable, that we're able to be, they can relate to us. And so that has not changed. I mean, even now with us as women, we're not trying to be anybody else but who we are and true to who we are. And we hope that encourages other people in this day and age who, to be themselves as well and to embrace who they are and celebrate who they are no matter where they are in their life. And I think that's a message that is that's missing nowadays with, the amount of stuff through social media and the filters. And, I think that something that is being kind of taught to the younger generation is that they have to look and be a certain way in order to be embraced and to be loved. And, we come from a generation that I feel like is a little bit different. So we're representing that. We're hoping that really, brings freedom to some people. So, yeah.
Preach it, girl.
Well said.
No, that's the truth, though. I'm glad, Melissa, that you mentioned social media, and then Ashley, you kind of mentioned it as well too. What do y'all think about it? Like how you gotta really you gotta be posting. Like it's like the whole new marketing thing. Like what do y'all think about that?
Well, this is Ashley speaking. I know I post way too much, but I just don't care. Because, I like my life, and I like to, when I go on my Snapchat, you'll get the real deal. Like, I look like crap in the morning, whatever. I enjoy posting because I enjoy posting, but I don't do it for more followers or blah, 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 blah. It's just what I feel like doing. I think everybody's so concerned about posting, and it's the likes that they get are their validation of who they are. It's like they're very strategical. It's like, oh, I can only post once a week because I'll get more, and I got to post at this time of the day. It's like so insane to me. But, I think all four of us, we all are very different. Some are more private. I've always been an open book. All the girls know that. But, so as far as the social media, we're going to have some aspects where we definitely are strategical because we still, again, have a brand that we believe in, that we want to reach other people. But I don't think we're so concerned that it makes or breaks who we are.
Right. But I will touch on that and say that I think all of us speaking the same message also is the fact that we like social media for the fact that when we were younger, we didn't have the opportunity of being this close to our fans. Now we can Snapchat to our fans. Now we can, reply to messages. And that's one of the most exciting things is to have, I still have, and I think some of the other girls have too, I have so many bags and bags full of fan letters that I had when I was 14. Now our fans are grown and they're able to email us and they're able to direct message us and things like that. And that is so exciting to connect in that way, and especially during this process. I mean, that has been probably one of our motivations is when we get these heartfelt messages of saying, thank you, girls, for doing this, and you're making me believe in my dreams again, whether it be a stay-at-home mom or a stay-at-home dad. We're getting that response, and that makes this whole process that much more worth it because of social media.
Indeed. I feel like it's definitely even powerful. I mean, even technology as a whole now. I mean, you guys mentioned the fact of the DMs and emails, even FaceTime and Snapchat, like that really is like, it's taking a mind of its own. Like, who would have ever thought?
Really Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, sorry. This is Holly. I was just going to say, I was just introduced to the fun of Snapchat like a day ago. So I have 2 kids, so I'm a little bit behind all on all this stuff. But it's been really fun, and like my daughter thinks it's freaking hilarious. So we've been doing like every filter of the day and laughing about.
Why am I not getting these? Send them to me.
I know, because I don't even have Snapchat on my phone, so my sister has them, and she's gonna share them. I'll pass them around amongst the group.
Yeah, we got to get you up there, Holly. But that's good that, like, you're learning it that way, like, fans can, like, interact. I mean, hell, I'm still even learning. I'm still trying to figure out how I'm doing Snapchat as we're talking. I'm like, I don't know how to do this thing, y'all. Like, it's a whole day and age. It's like you've got to learn and keep up with the Joneses. It's too much. Twitter.
It's a blessing and a curse. It's everyone's on their phones. That's the curse. It's like Diana said, the blessing is we're all connected with our fans now, and, and it's fun. But, yeah.
So let me ask y'all about just, coming up when you did originally with the music in the 2000s. Like, what is one thing that y'all will miss that you probably won't be able to experience this tour experience did then to now?
I know that's a deep question.
Well, there's something that one thing I'm curious about, because back in the day when we did the TRL tour, even when we did the NSYNC tour a few times, we were able to interact with all the artists behind the scenes constantly. It was like, okay, we all have a day off in Florida, let's go to, the arcade and have dinner. Things like that, where I wonder if, that's still something that we're going to be doing nowadays, where it's that family feeling that we had constantly on other tours. So I'm hoping that this tour will be that same way, and if it's not, we're going to make it that way. We'll be the family essence of that tour, you know what I mean? To kind of feel that connection. You girls know what I'm talking about?
Well, yeah, but I think also our other tours, we were worked to the bone as kids. I'm not even going to lie. When we went on the TRL tour, we would talk to other bands or 3LW or Jessica Simpson. We talked to other people, and it was like their schedules were not as jam-packed as ours. And we would literally be flying sometimes in between the tour to do, a radio show, and we had phoners like this, and, we had to, you would think we had social media back then. We were so busy. It was like all the time we had something to do, a new photo shoot, I remember sleeping on airplanes. It was like that was my bed. And I think now the great thing, and we thought and we were told that was how it goes. That's what you do. We didn't know any better. And I think now there's going to be a balance. Like if I'm overexhausted, we might have to push that photo shoot back a day. God forbid we sleep, So I think it's going to be a lot more fun. I think that we're hard workers, the girls and I. We are really hard workers, so it's not like we're going to get lazy or something. But, we're not going to have that fear of, like, you're not doing it good enough. You can't reach that goal. That's a lie. Like, we can actually enjoy this time, and take it all in.
Right. Absolutely. And I think that's going to be amazing, too. And I like what Diana said. She's like, look, if they don't want to be all together, we're going to make it together. We going out. We having dinner. We going here. I think that, because that's definitely what the early 2000s tours were about. Like even like some of the old interviews that y'all did with like things with like Nelly and 3W. Like y'all did that, and I remember seeing those things.
Yeah, exactly. Like I remember going when we went to the movie theater with NSYNC. Do you remember that, girl?
Yes. Yes. They shut down the movie theater. We were like, wow.
Whoa.
Yeah, that was exciting.
That we might miss a little bit this time around. NSYNC isn't around.
Yeah, well, all I know is I saw a movie I did not want to watch because Justin Timberlake was in there. What movie is he saying? Okay, we're going to go to that one. It was like some dude movie.
That's incredible. Well, ladies, I'm looking so forward to this tour, the Y2K tour. Everybody that is listening, if you don't have your tickets, you need to get your tickets at least for like 3 cities. That's safe to say, right, ladies? Because y'all are like just going to like blaze and shut it down.
Not just the tickets. We really
But the meet and greet, too. I almost forgot.
The meet, it's our VIP, though, and we had a couple people that were just so excited about it. We have a whole FabFitFun kit, which is actually, the price of it is more than the VIP. It's a $200 worth package, and we've got so much fun goodies in there for them. Again, they're going to be hearing exclusive new music from Dream, which we are writing, we are creating. It's insane and it's incredible. So we've got some really cool things going on. So I really do encourage people because we want to connect with our fans. We want to sit down and talk to you. We want to hang out with you. We don't have anybody to tell us no anymore. So go get them VIP tickets so we can hang out with y'all.
Yeah, that VIP is on crowdsearch.com. So they got to go on that website to get the VIP upgrade for Dream.
Yeah, just crowdsearch.com/Dream.
Absolutely. And tell them your social media where they can follow you ladies.
Yeah, so it's pretty much the same on all platforms except for our Facebook. So on Instagram, Twitter, and I'm missing Snapchat. Is Dream Girl Group. And on our Facebook, we can be found at an official Dream Girl Group, and that's it, yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, I'm looking forward to the Atlantic City show. We'll definitely have to all sit down. Might have to do a lunch type of interview. I don't know, but I'm brainstorming. We'll have to do something dope.
Yeah.
Fun. Awesome.
Well, ladies, thank y'all so much.
Thank you.
You've made our day, David.
Oh, y'all made mine. Seriously, like this, like I'm feeling my whole childhood come back. Like I really love what the early 2000s was, and it's. I mean, y'all can agree as well. Like the music today is good. But it's just nothing like how pop records used to sound then.
Yeah, we were at the peak of pop, for sure.
Right. And I'm an artist myself, so I'm like finishing up my project, and I'm like, I got to have that 2000s pop. I can't be doing this, all this EDM stuff. I mean, even though I have a little bit of that, but it's like you gotta stay true to your roots.
Right. Speak to it. You do it. Like Diana said, everyone's dreams can come true all over again. Trust me, the girls and I had no idea this is what was in store for us 15 years later. So do it, honey. Do it.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Diana.
This is Ashley.
This is Melissa.
And this is Holly. And we're Dream. And you're checking out our boy, David Duane.